Yo, what's good, folks? Welcome back to my Charmander YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at a PSA return, and this is obviously going to be a different PSA return. This is Japanese and English packs. We have things like Unseen Forces, Dragon Frontiers, base set, English and Japanese. We got some semi-vintage, some modern. Mostly, we're going to have a lot of Japanese packs. To start it off, I want to show off this one because this is a PSA 10 from 2017. This is the Japanese Shining Legends. If you know the English Shining Legends, look how cool this pack art is. And so what I did is I sent in a lot of my vintage packs that we had in a box for years, and we sold off a good amount of my vintage packs, but we have a 77 booster pack PSA graded return. 77 packs we sent off to PSA, and I was debating on doing this. It's not that popular yet. It might, you know, gain traction, and people might begin to grade more of their Pokemon booster packs as the years go on. But I thought, you know what? A lot of these packs in a box can get damaged. We'll take this as an example. Here is a base set Venusaur. This is like 1999 Wizards of the Coast. Wait, why does this say first edition? Oh, this is Spanish. Did you notice that? This is a Spanish pack. So this one got a PSA 10. I remember picking up a Spanish pack because it was discounted, and I thought, you know, why not? So this is our only non-English, well, besides Japanese, pack that we got graded. We have a Spanish Venusaur pack, but it's actually first edition, which is cool. Okay, so 1999. It even says like thick font, which is interesting. You can see some of the different variations of some of these booster packs. We do have the Venusaur, the Blastoise, and the Charizard. We're trying to get at least one pack in a PSA 10, so we have the big three. Let's see. We have a lot of packs to get through, so I don't want to waste your time or my time. We're just going to start machine gunning through this. Before we start, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my Instagram and YouTube under Charmander. Helps me out. Here we go. We have unlimited thick font Venusaur in a PSA 10. A lot of folks, they'll hold the grade and they'll waste your time, and I'm just, boom, here we go. PSA 10. This is huge. This is huge. We have the original artwork from Wizards of the Coast. Part of me made a little mistake in this because we did not weigh our packs, and we just sent them off for grading because a lot of them were in pretty good condition. Like, look, this is from 1999, and this one got a PSA 10. We got a little fortunate, a little lucky here, but generally a lot of packs, they get a little ruffled here. They're not symmetrical. Sometimes the back can be all hamma-jamma. You know what I mean? So what's cool is that Wizards of the Coast, they authenticate it. They say, hey, boom, PSA 10 stamp, label, and it's encapsulated. It's never going to lower in its condition. One thing I really want to mention real quick here is these are both, okay, so this is a thick font. Can you read that? Thick font, and this is a thin font. So again, you can see some variations. You can even see in the lighting the color difference. This one is definitely darker. This one's lighter. Bulbasaur and Ivysaur Venusaur was actually my first pick, my first starter pick in the game. So I love Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. I just thought Sleep Powder was so broken. You could literally take out Fire Pokemon and Dragon Pokemon just by putting them to sleep over and over again. And so this one got a PSA 9. It must be kind of difficult to like encapsulate this. I thought PSA was definitely the way to go. I know CGC does a lot of comics. PSA, I believe, is doing some comics too. I'm not too sure about BGS. I don't know if another grading company actually grades packs. Obviously, PSA is kind of like the standard. They've been doing it the longest. Reputable. I sent in 77 packs and they all came back. I think some of the order got a little mixed up, but that's okay. Here is a look at Blastoise in a PSA 9. Beautiful artwork. As I got older, after my Bulbasaur Venusaur phase, I dabbled into the Charizard. I liked the fire. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of fire types, and there were just so many water types in like Gen 1, right? You know, Gyarados and Lapras and all these other water types, strong, bulky water types. And then as I got older, I left the Charizard wagon and I said, Blastoise is the coolest. He's a giant turtle with water cannons. What's not to like about Blastoise? I think Blastoise is arguably my second favorite Pokemon. And we like Squirtle too. Okay, up next, we have 1999 base set thin font mint 9 base set. I do want to again kind of point out something here is look at the color difference. I don't know if you can see it on camera. The right side is darker. The thin font is a little darker. You see, this is thinner and this is thicker. I guess I don't know what the difference is, but one is obviously lighter. I'm just realizing this right now. So that's another pro to grading some of your packs. I know some of the heavier packs can go for quite a lot on the market. I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna send them off to PSA, and I don't plan to rip them. Most people know that you shouldn't rip Pokemon vintage packs. If you're rich, you're wealthy, maybe it's a special occasion, maybe. But even then, you shouldn't rip booster packs, because the odds of you actually pulling the Charizard or the big hits that are actually to make your money back really isn't there. It's fun. It's a nostalgic thing. I get it. Once in a while, it's fun for sure. But when it comes to like base set English, very rare. You used to pick these up for like 150, 200, and I slowly saw them go 300, 400, 500, maybe 6, even 650. I sold a lot of these packs under 500. But look at that. I'm looking at this. I'm taking it all in. Look at this. Base set Blastoise. 1999 unlimited. So this definitely is going to come back here next to my Venusaurs. We have the Blastoise and the Venusaur in a PSA 10 so far. We have this one got an 8. I did kind of briefly look at a lot of the grades. We're not going to be seeing a whole lot of 10s. We have a lot of 7s, a lot of 8s, a lot of 7s and 8s, and some 9s. 9s are good. We'll take 9s. 8s and 7s means I probably should not have graded them. But then again, this is from 1999 base set, one of the most nostalgic, iconic packs for Pokemon. In Pokemon history, you have a piece of history right here in your hands, and it's encapsulated. PSA did a great job. These are a little thick. These are thick boys. These are chunky. These are solid. One of the reasons why I don't grade comic books is because it takes a lot of space. So these are pretty heavy. But look at this Charizard artwork. I love it. This is a thick font one. Up next we have another thick font. I like the card, the CD promo card of this original artwork, and I think it makes for a really nice display as well. I don't think we have graded guards to protect these, but I'm sure there's probably some like sleeves that we can throw on here. Again, this is my first time grading vintage packs, any sort of packs. And there isn't really a huge demand for collecting graded sealed packs. There is a niche population that likes vintage, maybe loose packs. I haven't seen too many collections of graded packs. And so I thought, why not go for it, see what happens. And to be honest, like, I'm used to grading Pokemon cards. I've graded roughly 6,000 Pokemon cards and some Disney Lorcana cards. There's not a lot of people who have graded more cards than I have, but I don't I wasn't too sure about grading booster packs. I knew that the top here and the bottom here, the crimp had to be kind of nice and not all like, you know, you see too many creases, right? And even the corners. And this is from 1999. We have a base set Charizard thin font Gem Int 10 Charizard booster pack from 1999. We have completed the trio right here. We have Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard in a PSA 10. Let me take a quick photo of that. That is gorgeous. Love to see it. I'm very happy I got at least one PSA 10 of these 3 packs. Thin, thick. So it would have been nicer if this was a thick one. Hey, we can't complain too much. This one got a PSA 8. This one looks noticeably a little darker than this one. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Again, very happy to have these 3. Let's just take another second to like, wow, unbelievable. I'm glad, you know, this was a success in this part. Sure, you know, this whole stack here did not get 10s, and some of them probably shouldn't have been graded, but I think this makes it worth it. This makes it all worth it. We'll have to deal with the 8s and the 9s and the 7s coming up. But very happy to have these 3 packs in 10. Moving on, we do have some Japanese. This one is one of my favorite packs. It's kind of weird they call it Neil 4 Darkness and 2 Light, but I know this as Neil Destiny. Look at the pack art. We have Tyranitar, Gengar, Dragonair, Celebi, Noctowl, some Dragonair's tail in the back here. Neo Destiny, probably the hardest of the Wizards of the Coast packs to get your hands on. Harder base set is more available. The Neo Destiny is the cream of the crop because it has, I want to say, the Shining Charizard, Shining Mewtwo. I could be wrong. Shining Tyranitar. I think they were in here. There's a Shiny Noctowl, right? So, very, very popular Japanese set and English set. We're going to go into base set Japanese. This is where it all started, folks. It even says the 291 yen right here, 291. I guess there's a difference. Look, this is oh, this is also 291. Is this 291? Yeah, this is 291. I don't know why they say 291. Maybe there's a different one. 1996, guys. Some of you guys weren't even born yet. What I want to say before I even go further is with these kind of like longer Japanese packs, from what I saw on YouTube, in previous years, some of the first people who graded packs, they would flip this backwards and cram it in, and it would be this small. Some of you might know what I'm talking about, but they basically ruined the pack, and they would flip the thing here, and it just looked bad. So like obviously this circle thing you want intact, like the pack like holder thing, I guess. You want everything in pristine condition. This one got a 9. What a beautiful artwork for the first pack of Pokemon cards. I think this should be Blastoise. Charizard, Venusaur, I think this should have been Blastoise. We have Farfetch. Whoever is the designer of Pokemon, there's someone out there who likes Farfetch. I did hear rumors that Clefairy was supposed to be the main Pokemon, not Pikachu. From what I heard, I don't know if it's a rumor, but Clefairy was supposed to be the first Pokemon. Let's see. This one got an 8. You know what's funny? We did a vending show, and just recently I found loose base set packs in my car like in my little armrest thing. I don't know how they got there, but I found some Japanese base set packs just lying in my car, and I'm like, what? That's not a good thing, because the heat can kind of affect the foiling of the cards, right? Check this out, guys. Wake up. We have first edition Team Rocket English pack in a PSA 10. This one's actually probably my favorite Team Rocket booster pack, because you have the Giovanni, the Gyarados, you have Slowbro, is that Electrode, you have Jesse James and Meowth, and very nice Team Rocket. I like the black to it. Supposedly Pokemon is doing another maybe Team Rocket sort of set. First edition stamp right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. First edition PSA 10. Look at this, we got 2 of them. Again, I had a lot of these vintage packs and I wasn't sure what to do with them. Part of me sold a lot to friends, and at shows we had some guys from other states come down in my last event, and they scooped up like 20 packs. I sold 20 vintage packs before I did any of this grading. They scooped up a bunch of them, and sometimes you got to sell parts of your collection, right? And if I had like a lot of duplicates, I didn't mind letting some go. We have a first edition Gym Challenge booster pack. This is one of my favorite sets. It's between Gym Challenge and probably Dragon Frontiers. 2 of my favorite sets. I think I like Gym Challenge more. We had a Delta species there. We'll get there. We have a lot of packs to get through. Buckle up, guys. We have a lot to get through. We have the first edition stamp here, which honestly is noticeably different than this first edition stamp. Back in the day, we ripped an entire booster box of first edition Gym Challenge, and it was expensive back then, and it's probably 10 times the value now. So we were recording this November, I don't know, 14th, 2024, and I think the value of these will go up over time. 7s probably should not have graded it. That's okay. It's encapsulated. I know it's not going to get in worse condition. It's very well protected. I can see why it got a 7. Look at all those wrinkles back there. We should have ironed this out. Oh, I didn't know there was a scissor back there. Sometimes there's like hidden Pokemon back here. Anyways, moving on. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys graded packs? Are you guys learning about it? Find me on Instagram under Charmander. Okay, so we did show off this pack earlier. This is the PSA 10 Japanese Shining Legends. I love the shiny blue Mew right there. The white with some of the polka dotted colors in the back. We have Pikachu. Amazing artwork. PSA 10. This one graded well. We actually were selling these packs for 40 bucks for a long time, and we sort of ran out, and I wish I had more of these because the artwork is just, it's amazing. I love it. There's just something about this artwork that I love. Okay, we had, I have a long story about this, but to keep it short, we picked up a booster box of this for $200. Neo Revelation. Back when Craigslist was a thing, there was a guy selling a booster box. It was open, but there was like 50, 60 packs in there. He wanted 200 bucks for it. And nowadays, each pack goes for roughly 400, maybe more. And we sold most of my packs at 300. We had a streamer, Island Grown. He picked them up. He wanted all of them. He says 300. I said, you know what? I could probably make more selling them over time. And part of me, you know, knows that I probably could have made more money by just slowly selling them off one at a time. He scooped up a good like 40 of them. at one time for $300 each. And you know what? At the end of the day, I bought the booster box for $200. One of the biggest wins I've had in Pokemon collecting and investing and reselling. Yes, this got a 7, but this is Gym Heroes Japanese. I love this set. I remember growing up with this set. There's something nostalgic. I remember getting these packs maybe like once a week. If I was lucky, I would get like, sometimes I would get 1 card a day, 2 cards a day. And I remember like it was kind of how I was rewarded for good behavior. And I had a binder like everyone else. We put the little foils in there. We used to play around with them. Probably didn't take care of them too well. Here's another Shining Legends Japanese booster pack in a PSA 10. Incredible. Incredible. And these are becoming more and more rare. They're never going to reprint this. This is from what year? 2017. Dang. Time goes by fast. We have another Gym Heroes in a 7. Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, and Erica, the first 4 gym leaders. Let's see what we got here. We got not Gym Challenge. We have a base set 2. Base set 2. This one got a mint 9. Thin font with just a slap of Gyarados on here. Base set 2 kind of got a bad reputation. People just wanted the first one, right? People just wanted the unlimited and not so much base set 2. But actually, if you think about it, sometimes finding base set 2 now is really hard to find and come across. Some of these packs I got from 2 buddies in Hawaii, and we bought out some of their collection. They kept them safe. And this one, obviously, look at this. This got a 6 because it got a bad haircut. It's definitely off cut here. We have a nice little Flareon Evolution. Oh, dang. I didn't even realize that. Is there writing on this pack? That's probably why it got a 6. I don't know. I just saw Flareon. I was like, I kind of just grabbed all my vintage packs. Probably could have done a better job at sorting out which one deserved to be graded. We do have Scyther and Jungle packs. They were more common. Jungle and Fossil, they were a little more common. But as time goes on, these are becoming more and more rare. This is unlimited, thick, curved. Interesting here. 1999 Jungle. How is it curved? I don't know. Well, there is the Scyther. Very popular Pokemon. We have a Jungle first edition stamp in a PSA 10. Just saw that first edition right there. Here's an unlimited. There's no first edition stamp there. This is cool. We'll take it. First edition PSA 10 Scyther Jungle Pack. Heck yeah. We're happy. We're happy. Very, very cool. We got 2 of our first edition packs here in a 10. Okay, we do have another base set 2. We have the Pidgeot Thin Font from year 2000 in a PSA 10. So let's see. We sent in I believe we have all 4 pack arts. We got this from a buddy lives pretty close to me. He had all 4 pack arts. He was a pretty big sealed collector. And we have the Mewtwo in a PSA 9, Gyarados in a 9, Pidgeot got the 10, and the Raichu got a 8. I kind of would have been nice to just have them all in a 9 or 10, obviously, but Raichu, thick font. Oh, this is thin font. All these 3 are thin. This one is thick. It's all about the font here in the yellow, if you can tell. So we have one of each base set 2 pack art, which is pretty cool. Moving on, we have Generations, which I remember this was kind of a special set, and they came in like this box where you only had 2 packs. You had to buy them 2 packs at a time. I remember ripping these on the the TCG game. This one got an 8. Threw in 1 Generations pack here. What I do notice is if you really want some 10s, you're gonna have to send in something more this used to be modern. You know, packs like some of the more recent sets, Brilliant Stars or something from Scarlet Violet. But Hidden Fates was one of my favorite sets. We ripped probably around 400 something packs of this. We pulled one Charizard. Someone on stream pulled me a Charizard. We pulled one Umbreon. I went through 400 packs. One Charizard, one Umbreon. The pull rates were rough, but that's what kept the value. Hidden Fates also had a lot of the baby shinies, right? Hidden Fates, one of the best sets to date. Kind of wish I had more Hidden Fates, but look, this one got a PSA 10 on the shiny Charizard. Happy to see that. Oh, we do have another Generations. We have Blastoise in an 8. Tell me we sent in all 4. We have Venusaur, Blastoise in an 8. We have Pikachu in an 8. Come on, can we get the Charizard in an 8? Pikachu, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard in an 8. All 4 pack arts here. Got the PSA 8, and that's kind of nice. I think it is sequential. 2. See, it says 432, 433, 434, and then 435. Perfect. Sequential. Generations and a PSA 8. I see a Jungle pack coming up. First edition, Flareon booster pack. First edition, Jungle PSA 10. I love evolutions just like everyone else. We got this one in a PSA 10. Love to see these first edition ones are doing pretty good. There it is. I do want to mention that we sent in some other packs that actually came back. And I'll take this out real quick, but I don't know the reason why they didn't grade these. It looks like they even bent them, which kind of sucks. But it says here, return, no grade, no charge, no holder, do not holder. But it doesn't say why to return it. This is a Team Rocket pack, so, and they bent it, so that's not cool. But they did send us a couple packs and did not grade them, so that's one of them. It looks like we have another Team Rocket one here, and I'm assuming they bent this one too, so that kind of sucks. PSA, don't like you bending my vintage packs like that. Curling them, but it says return, no grade, no charge. Don't understand why. If someone knows in the comments why they didn't grade this, please let me know. Maybe it might be because, look at this, maybe I see why. It's because this is actually too long, so they knew that they would have to bend it to grade it. That makes sense. This long sleeve pack here is just too long for their holders unless they bend it, which I can understand why they didn't want to do that. So, but then they sent it back bent in, so that's kind of weird. But I understand, PSA. I understand you didn't want to bend it. I get it. And then last but not least, we have a third pack that they did not grade and they just sent back. At least they didn't charge me. But again, they did curl up the top here. This is Gym Challenge Unlimited Koga pack. Should we rip it right now for the culture? Should we rip it? Should we rip it, guys? Just kidding. I don't think you should rip vintage packs. I think you should just keep it sealed. There's a lot of sealed collectors out there. People just want to keep their packs nice and in pristine condition, which is why I went and graded this. People grade comics, people grade cards, Funkos, video games. So we're grading booster packs now. Here is the Misty from Gym Heroes. Can you guys read that? Gym Heroes PSA 9. We like Misty Gym Challenge Unlimited. We have Brock, the first 2 gym leaders. This one is a first edition stamp right here. This one got a 9. This is from year 2000. Unbelievable. Brock, Misty, do we have a Surge? Oh, no. Maybe not. We have a fossil pack here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we have fossil. PSA 7, yikes. This is a first edition, red first edition right there. Zapdos from Fossil. Any noticeable issues here? I'm not sure how strict they are on, especially the top and the bottom is probably where they can be the most critical, I think. Okay, we'll go ahead and put away these. Some beautiful PSA 10 first edition packs. Okay, we still have a good couple rows to get through. Starting off with Unseen Forces in a 7. Wah, 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 wah. Probably shouldn't have graded it, but it's a cool pack art. This pack goes for roughly $425, $450, $475, I think. Somewhere between $400 and $500. Maybe even $375. I don't know. Not quite sure where it's at right now. Maybe somewhere around $375 to $425. If I were to just guesstimate off the top of my head. We do have the Steelix Unseen Forces. This is, again, Unseen Forces is where we could pull the legendary Gold Star dogs, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. I believe they were the first Gold Stars. I'm not entirely confident on that. Steelix pack art from Unseen Forces. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure to help me out. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Find me on Instagram under Charmander. We've graded over 6,000 packs. I mean, 5,000. Maybe 5,000 to 6,000 cards. Mostly Pokemon, but some Disney Arcana. So we do a lot of grading. Here is a Fossil and an 8. Aerodactyl. Let's see, what's next? Meganium from Neo Genesis. Unlimited English pack. We have the Umbreon pack from Neo Discovery. 2001. 2001, that's 23 years ago. Almost 24 years ago. Look at all these unknown. This one, I don't know why it got an 8, but we'll have to take it. Let me know what you guys think about grading packs. Might be better loose. The grading for this is roughly $30 a pack to get them graded. This is not an easy business that they do. That they gotta inspect each card. I mean, pack, and they gotta encapsulate it. So, kind of an expensive hobby if you're in the collection hobby of Pokemon. Here's an Entei. One thing I wanted to say is, can you imagine just cracking this out and like actually seeing the cards that are in here? All we're seeing is a sealed pack. Who knows how many like big hits are in here? One of the things that people might get a little stingy about is that a lot of people like to weigh their packs and then buy them weighed. I mean, I understand it, but in this case, it's definitely unweighed. It's, you're buying it sealed, and it's kind of saying, I don't think you should rip it. Just keep it sealed. Is there a demand for PSA 8s? Probably not. Most people want to see a 9 or 10 on there. I'm sure some people might even crack these out and test their luck. Here is a Neo Destiny English pack, PSA 8 from 2002, and it just says Noctowl. Noctowl with his eyeliner. I kind of like the yellow and purple here. Gold and purple artwork there. Oh, we have some base set Japanese. Oh, my bad. This is not base set. This is the 20th anniversary from 2016. 20th anniversary foil pack Japanese Gem Mint 10. It's kind of a reprint of the... I wish I had more of these. I think I only sent in one, but we're 1 for 1. We got a PSA 10, the 20th anniversary. Yeah, they didn't print a bunch of this. Like it was actually kind of hard to get your hands on after a while. This is I want to say Evolutions in Japanese. I believe this is Evolutions in Japanese. That's a nice pack. We have Sabrina first edition in a PSA 10 Gem Mint Challenge. There we go, from 2000 Pokemon Gym Challenge, first edition Sabrina. There's that first edition stamp. Gem Mint 10, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we submitted the packs. I keep saying cards. The packs to PSA is to say, hey, there is nothing wrong with this. This is pristine 10. This is as good as it gets here. Wizards of the Coast. Certified, it's authentic. Keeps it in caps. It's just, you can play Frisbee with this. First edition Sabrina PSA 10. Love to see it. Up next we have Expedition. This is Japanese Expedition. First edition, and kind of hard to get your hands on. This is not a cheap pack, guys. We have Feraligatr, Typhlosion. We have Meganium over here. It's interesting how maybe Venusaur should have been up here, but Meganium, and we have the Charizard and the Blastoise. This is Gen 1 Pokemon and Gen 2 starters. And you have all the different like energies here. Fairy didn't exist back then. Dark and Still was kind of a new thing for Gen 2. Gorgeous artwork. This has got to be one of my favorite pack arts, I think. So cool. PSA 10 Expedition. Look at that. This is the original Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur artwork as well. And what's cool is that they didn't send it back. They were able to fit this one in. Glad they didn't like flip it backwards. Again, I don't think a lot of people are submitting their vintage packs. Not a lot of people even have a big vintage pack collection. And I thought this would be something kind of interesting to try out. And, you know, these packs are only getting older and older, right? So we'll see 5, 10, 20 years from now what these might be worth, and Pokemon is still kicking. We have an Ultra Shiny GX. If you don't know or are unfamiliar with this pack, this is Japanese Hidden Fates. That's correct, Japanese Hidden Fates 2018. I wish I had boxes of this. I wish this set was so good. And yeah, I went pretty crazy with the English set, but the Japanese, the quality, they came in these like special boxes, and they were like 10 packs in there. And we were fortunate enough to get 6 shiny Charizards. I think we sold one. And we were buying them for $150 when the box was going for like $120. And I said, why not buy the Charizard for $150? And I'm so glad I did that. I didn't buy a lot of sets or a lot of packs, a lot of boxes of shiny, Ultra Shiny GX, but I picked up the main guy, Charizard, and I bought some Rayquazas too, and there's a Zoroark, because these are promos, and the Metagross. In the Japanese, you actually have to pull them. So I thought Rayquaza, Zoroark, and Metagross would have done a little bit better. I think the Rayquaza looks actually cooler than the shiny Charizard. I'm nerding out about this set, but one of the coolest sets back in 2018. Pokemon was yeah, still kicking back then. Pokemon was doing well during that era, during that time. This is pre-COVID, pre-Logan Paul, and yeah, this was a fun set for sure. Let's put this up here. We have the Neo Destiny right here. Neo Destiny, 11 additional game cards. Back in the day, people were playing the game. This game was a little more simplified. Yes, I can see. Look at this cut on this pack. That is weird. Can you guys see that? It's a very crooked pack, but it's nonetheless Neo Destiny. And for even that crookedness, it's still got an 8. We'll take it. We'll take it. Neo Destiny with the Tyranitar, one of my favorite Pokemon. There it is. All right, folks, we're in the home stretch. We have a couple more packs to look at. I can see one of my favorite sets, Dragon Frontiers. This is where Delta Species, one of the Delta Species packs here. It says Tropius and Tyranitar, Dragon Frontiers 2006. My dyslexic, because I'm like reading this backwards. We have USA here. I don't see them saying USA on like other ones. Why are they saying USA? Are they saying Japan for other ones? We have Dragon Frontiers, 9 additional game cards. This is where you can pull the gold Mew. I think it's a gold shiny Mew. Gold Star shiny Mew. And the Gold Star Shining Charizard. We have 2 Gold Star Shining Charizards in a PSA 9. 2 Gold Star Shining Charizards in a PSA 9. And they come from this set. Okay. Here is another Tyranitar. PSA 8. Love to see it. We have Salamence and Dragonair. This is Dragon Frontiers. Again, the Delta Species was pretty cool to see. I believe this was like a water type Salamence. 7, pretty rough. Maybe shouldn't have graded it. This one got an 8. I can kind of see it now that I'm actually looking at the top of this pack. Like, look at that. If your pack looks like that, you might not want to send it. They want it nice, 4 corners, nice and neat and symmetrical, not all rustled up. So I know that's what they definitely look at for sure. And any issues on the pack art, any markings. This one got a 7 and I can see why. But it is what it is. I saw Dragon Frontiers. I said, give it to PSA. Let's see what it gets. Let's see what happens. Keep it encapsulated. We have Dragon Frontiers, Latios and Latias. This one also got a 7. One of my favorite sets. Definitely enjoyed. People don't realize that this pack was actually it was way cheaper, way back in the day. But the time I bought into these was at $100 each pack. And they started to go up $200, $300, $400, $500, I believe. I don't know if it's between 400 or 500 up. I don't know where it is right now, but it's just been it's never gonna be, when it came out, it's never gonna really go much lower than that, right? We have Zapdos, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Wizard Sableye, Slowpoke, Ammonite, Tentacruel, Kabuto, 291. It says Pocket Monsters card game, 1997 Fossil. Wow, 1997, and I got a PSA 9? That's a long time ago. Oh, there's a Horsey back here. So that's cool. Fossil. I think Fossil was more available, but I really don't have any more packs. Like, I sold them all. They just... Vintage packs will always be in demand. There's always going to be a population that just wants to rip them, have some fun, get that dopamine hit of like pulling the Zapdos, what else is from Fossil? I don't know, Aerodactyls, and can't really think of some of the big hits, but there's always going to be a population that enjoys ripping some of these vintage packs. We do have first edition Gym Challenge with the Blaine pack art. Again, I mentioned it. We ripped an entire booster box of first edition Gym Challenge, and it was just something I wanted to treat myself to. It was something we recorded it on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check it out, we pulled the first edition Blaine's Charizard. Yeah, really enjoyed ripping that pack. Obviously, keeping it sealed could have been worth, I'm gonna guess, like $25,000, maybe more. It's just ridiculous. I probably could have made way more money just keeping it sealed, but it was something I, kept sealed for a long time. One of my prized possessions. So happy to have it. And I said, you know what? We're ripping the box tonight. We're doing it. And maybe some regret, but at the same time, I'm happy that I got to experience that. So if you want to go and experience that of ripping some Gym Challenge first edition, go check out my YouTube channel and find that video. Gym Challenge is one of my favorite sets. That's why I bought the booster box. Oh, look, there's a Mewtwo back here. And we have Blaine, Arcanine, we have Sabrina, Haunter, we have Koga, and where's Koga's Pokemon? Is Pidgeotto. This is such a cool pack card now that I'm looking at it. And the green background here. Oh, is this Giovanni's hand? Okay. I'm so glad that they can keep the top of this not flipped over. That got a 7, which is but what can you do? Another 7. One of my favorite sets though. And then we have the Gym Heroes, which is the counterpart to Gym Challenge. This is English Erica pack art. Got a PSA 8. We're down to the last 2 packs, guys. We made it. Remember to take a second to like this video, comment what was your favorite pack. If you have any questions, let me know. Find me on Instagram under Charmander. This is from Black and White. We sent in the Zekrom from Legendary Treasures. This is 2013. Black and White was a long time ago. Over 10 years ago this pack came out. And is this the last pack? Last but not least, we got Evolutions, the Charizard pack in a PSA 10. Awesome. 2016. Can you believe that? A lot of you guys remembered Evolutions. It's becoming pretty rare in the wild. This one's pretty cool. We have a Hidden Fates one in a PSA 10. We have the Detective Pikachu. Who remembers Detective Pikachu? This one's cool in a 10. We have Remix Bout. Remix Bout. Is this X and Y? I can't remember. Tag Team GX. Can't remember. 2019. We got 2 of them. I mean, cool pack art if you think about it. We have this is from Sun and Moon. Because remember the Blastoise and Piplup, right? Kind of interesting how they have Braxton in there. Anyways, we have Shiny Star V. This was a pretty cool set. I like the black booster pack. We have shiny Pokemon here. We have baby shinies from Shiny Star V. Really cool pack if you think about it. And then, last but not least, we have, this is from X and Y. I don't even know what set this is. What set is this? I can't even read that. What is that? But yeah, this is kind of a cool pack art. And so, yeah, that kind of completes the graded booster packs that we had. We'll do one last, we'll show this off one more time. Charizard PSA 10 base set pack. Gorgeous. So happy this came back in a 10. We did a BGS submission not too long ago. We didn't get any black labels. We got some 10s, BGS 10s. We didn't get any black labels. Happy the Charizard. We got 2 Venusaurs that came back in a 10. One thick, one thin. And we got the Blastoise in a 10. So very happy to see these base set packs come back graded. Let me know what you think about grading booster packs. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is a long video. Thank you for everyone who supports the channel. Go ahead and check my other playlists if you want to check out my other videos. We do Disney Lorcana, Union Arena. We do Pokemon World Scale figures. We do some video games. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.